If you're watching this video today, that means you're ready to make the next step into changing your life or whatever changing could be for you. I just really want to just give y'all my personal experience when it comes to changing your life. And I was able to hear a word from somebody which allowed me and gave me the motivation to change my life. So hopefully this message change your life. It's no magical story, nothing crazy, but just everyday elevation, day by day, slow growth. But you have to understand that slow growth is the best growth. It's a marathon, not a race. That's what you have to remember in life. A lot of us want that quick success, quick money. But I'm telling you, you have to pace yourself and you will get the things that you need and want in due time. So if this is your first time watching my video, I appreciate you. Make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe if you would like. My name is Draquana, but I go by Q. Everybody know me as Q. I'm a content creator. I go by QB Dressing on all platforms. Kind of like a style creator, fashion creator. You know what I'm saying? I just put on clothes. That's what I do. I've been a content creator for at least 10 plus years, but I've just now started to reach a level of success. So I'm gonna take you back, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Just give y'all a backstory on me. So I've always been into content creation, not really caring what it was. I just wanted to be in front of a camera. That was me. I just loved to be in front. I love anything dealing with a camera, social media. I was on social media before social media was social media, but I was always all over the place. Never really had a sense of direction, if that makes sense. So I was just doing everything. But what I can say, through all of the things that I've been through when it comes to social media, a lot of trial and error, and I learned a lot. Learned a lot for sure. So I would say when I really started taking social media serious was around 2019 during COVID. I started really taking social media serious, but I was still all over the place. Still just posting different things, not knowing what to do, following trends, not knowing the power of social media just yet. And that's what I would do. I mean, the first time I ever went viral, it was for something so crazy, y'all. Like, literally was just doing like a little crazy dance. And I remember this content creator, just Nissa, she's like a comedian. She basically reacted to my video and it went viral, all for the wrong reasons. And it kind of like put me in a state of like, man, like at that point, I considered like, okay, now I'm kind of like the laughing stock of social media. Like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to inspire people, grow within myself, and I'm being laughed at on social media. So that kind of put me in a place of like, man, what? And I started a clothing brand at that time, but I was still all over the place. I didn't really take my time with the things that I needed to do to understand really the clothing brand. I really just jumped in the clothing brand business like head first and not really learning. I learned along the way when I should have studied beforehand. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, trial and error. I'm telling you all these back things because all your failures, all your trials, all the dark times are meant for you to go through so that you can get to that success. Right at the peak of my clothing brand, me and my wife became homeless. Now that I look back and now the spiritual level I'm at, I realized that was God testing me. That was a test to see, are you going to stay faithful through this hard time or are you going to give up? I did exactly what he didn't want me to do. I gave up. I had made $1,500. I remember it was on my Shopify. I was depressed. I was so messed up and I took the $1,500 and blew it. That was money I was supposed to put back into the brand. But I blew it because I had no sense of direction. So I done blew the money. We finally get us a place. We back on our feet. Boom, we're good. Let's fast forward. This is around like 2023. My social media started becoming more playing field. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I wasn't growing. I wasn't elevating. And I got depressed. And I just stopped doing social media completely for like probably like 6 months. I got a job. And I'm a great worker, but I always get to a point where it's just like, man, this ain't for me, bro. I'm not meant to be sitting behind no desk type shit. You feel me? So with this last job I had, cool job, easy job. All I did was refills, y'all. Literally all I did was refills. And great money, great money. I got into a place in my mind where I was like content. you know what? This is it for me. I'm going to work this 9 to 5, set up a 401k, retire, and just live a normal life. That was my way of thinking because I was comfortable. But I'm telling you, when you got a calling on your life, God is always going to find a way to make you uncomfortable to see if that calling that you want is really what you want. So, beginning of the job, it was good. I was happy. Close to the end of me losing this job, I started to feel depressed. I was in a dark place. I was just like, man, this job is not for me, bro. Thinking like, man, I want more for my life, but I have to make the only thing that was on my mind was like, man, I gotta make sure bills paid. I gotta make sure bills paid. That was my main thing. And I'm telling y'all, yes, bills do have to be paid. But do not let that be an excuse for you to stop chasing your dreams. Seriously, do not let that be an excuse for you to stop chasing your dreams. All right. So this was May of 2024. Going through it at the job, going through it. Then one day I get a call and they tell me they're letting me go. In that moment, my spirit was happy, ecstatic. But my human flesh was depressed, was distraught. My mind went straight to what am I going to do? What am I going to do now? So the first thing I did was go get a loan because I wanted time to figure out what I was going to do. And I knew with the loan, it at least helped me pay up bills for at least a month or two, which to give me time if am I going to try to find another job or, what I'm going to do. So I got the loan, paid my bills up. I'm good for another 2 months. And during those 2 months, I started doing Lyft. And I remember going out doing Lyft. It would be down times where I don't have a ride and I'm just riding, crying. Like, what am I going to do? I was beating myself up because I'm like, man, you could be so much in life. Like, why? I started to get in a place of doubt and putting myself down. Like, I started looking at myself like a failure, bruh. And I've always been very close to God, but sometimes you stray away, and I strayed away. But at that moment, I started to pray every day. I started to pray more. I was like, man, I gotta get myself together because I was in a real, after I lost my job at first in May, I was in a real dark place. I'm talking about a very dark place. I started to pray more, and I was just like, God, what do I need to do? And I heard a voice. You say you want more for yourself. Okay, all you got now is time. What are you doing? Do you really want this success? Do you really want to change your life and take this social media content creation thing serious? Or was you just talking? I was like, oh, straight like that, guys. Straight, okay. You ain't playing. You come straight at me like it, okay? And in that moment, I was like, you right, God. You right. So I still was doing Lyft. I started posting Get Ready With Me's with clothes I had in my house. I wasn't nothing new. Everyday clothes, you know what I'm saying? Just putting clothes on every day, doing a video. And I remember my videos started getting a little bit of traction, but they wasn't, they wasn't really popping like that. But I remember one night I was watching this girl on live that I've been watching her for years. And I seen how I really watched her transformation, how she literally went from having nothing to becoming this big stylist, this big lock stylist. And I was just like, man, amazed and proud of her success. So I would always watch her every now and then. And I remember one night she was just on live telling her testimony, saying how she wanted to do hair. She was tired of working a 9 to 5. She said one day she was just having a rough day. She went on lunch in her car. She cried. And God told her right then and there, he said, if you can give me a year of consistency with doing hair and keep me first, I will change your life. And that's exactly what he did for her. And in that moment, I said, that was my sign. That was my sign that if I really wanted this, I have to give him consistency. And there's some things that I got to change. I got off the live. I prayed. I said, okay, Lord, this is what you want me to do. I'm going to be consistent. Andre, I'm already starting to post content before that. So that just even gave me more to be consistent, right? June comes. Shout out to Teddy. She's another plus size creator who puts on clothes as well. And she made a statement saying, for being plus size, the shirts look kind of funny on us, but if we crop them, it can make a difference, right? So I went to Burlington. I found this nice shirt. And I was like, man, sis, you know what? I'm going to crop this. You know what I'm saying? I see this girl said crop. I'm going to crop it. I get the 5X, take it home, crop it. I put the whole fit on that I'm going to wear, right? Because I'm going to Pride. I was like, I don't know if I like it because it showed my fupa. My sister said, girl, that shit fly. That shit look good, but you got to wear that. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I said, I am trying to try something different. I'm trying to be different, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the fupa, it's there. You're going to see it regardless, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, did the video. We went crazy, did some crazy transitions and stuff like that. Posted the video, not thinking nothing of it, man. Went viral. Went viral on TikTok, viral on Instagram, and went viral on Facebook. And I was just like, man, okay. Okay, I gotta, not letting that get to my head, still gotta be consistent, still gotta be consistent. Now it's getting to be around August. Mind you, still no job, y'all. But I'm doing Lyft consistently every day, Monday through Friday. I'm doing Lyft. Like, Lyft is literally my full-time job right now. But with Lyft, I was still able to do my content. I was still able to be on my own time, be on my own schedule, and I liked it. It wasn't strenuous for me. It still allowed me to be consistent. So I'm posting content every day. I'm posting content, getting views here and there. Like, like sometimes when you get a viral video and then your other videos don't do as good as that one, it can mess with your head. It can really mess with your head, but you can't allow it to. Still gotta stay the course. I'm still praying every day. And at this time, I'm smoking too, y'all. I'm smoking. I'm still consistent. But I'm not like, I'm consistent. Like, I'm posting like every other day. I'm smoking. Some days I'll be wanting to do a video, but then I smoke and I get lazy. But at the time, I'm not thinking of it like that. I'm just thinking, oh yeah, I love to smoke. So October come and I felt stagnant again. I felt like I wasn't growing. And I was just like, man, like, God, like, am I doing something wrong? Like, am I not on the right track? Like what's going on? And God was like, give it up. I'm just like, give it up. I know he ain't talking about what I think he's talking about. I can't get this up every day. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And God said, yeah, anything you make an excuse for, you're not going to do. Stop making excuses for it and just do it. I'm saying, how can I stop this? I can't stop. God, this is keeping me going. Like, he said, yeah, it ain't going to stop until you make it stop. Like, wow. I remember it was October 21st. I just stopped smoking. And now what I realized I was doing, I was really just trying to escape my everyday life by smoking weed. That's what I was doing. I'm not telling you to stop smoking if you smoke. I'm just giving you my personal experience because it could be something else for you. I was abusing weed. I was getting fronts. I was owing the weed man too much money. I was in too deep. I was in way too deep. And I was like, yo, I don't like this. Having to play catch up with the weed man, having to try to figure out how you're going to pay him. And then you out of weed. So you got to figure out how you're going to get more weed. So I gave it up. So a year prior, we went to Carowinds and I got a ticket. I was going like a 95 and a fucking 60. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why I was going I had just got my new car. And like when you get a new car, you cannot tell you going fast for real. That's neither here nor there, but I just got a ticket. Literally, within that same week, I started smoking. I got that letter in the mail. They said my license was getting suspended for a month. So I had to turn them in by November 1st, and I will be able to get them back December 7th. I instantly wanted to just pull my hair out. But I told my wife, I said, give me a minute. I went in my room, closed the door, turned on some soft gospel music, just went into deep prayer, praying like, man, like, why is all these things happening to me? Like, why is this happening? God was like, it's going to be all right. Stay faithful. I kept hearing, stay faithful. Stay faithful. It's just a test. Just a test. So, and mind you, I had to turn in my license, and that's how I was making money doing Lyft, which means I'm not finna, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not messing with the law. I'm not finna be out here driving illegal, and it just be my luck. I get pulled over, and it makes the situation worse. I was like, man, that's gonna be a month of me missing money. But when I tell you God is real, God is real. God was just like, keep going. Stay faithful to me. Stay consistent in what you got going on. Don't give up. I was like, okay, God. So what I did in the month of November, I wasn't able to do Lyft, but every day, Monday through Friday, my wife would get off work or do Uber Eats. And that would be how I make my money. And during that month, we somehow had Uber Pro. It's God. I'm telling you, like, when you be faithful to God, God will make a way out of no way. During that whole month, we had Uber Pro. We was getting orders, $50 orders, $60 orders, $40 orders. And mind you, we just delivering food. And we getting these big orders. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. The end of the month come. I told my wife, I said, you know what? I'm going to do this thing called Fitmas. Like, I always see people do like Vlogmas for December, just doing like a series for the holidays. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do Fitmas. I'm going to do a video every day of December of fits. Every day I'm going to do a video. And I held myself accountable for that because I'm not going to lie, y'all. Midway through December, I was ready to give up. Boy, having to do a video every day, woo, that will put you through the test. Let me tell you, that will put you through the ringer. And I got my license back in December, so I was back on doing my Lyft. I'm doing Lyft, getting home afternoon, doing a video for the next day. Every day, rinse and repeat, doing the same thing. Do Lyft, do a video. Shit, sometimes I might do 2 videos if I'm feeling good when I get off from doing Lyft. And then I'll be 2 days ahead. Like, that was my schedule. It wasn't easy. It was not easy, y'all, but I stayed strong and I did it. December was my first month of making money off of TikTok. And I made $400 for doing Fitmas. And I did a video every single day. I was like, okay, Okay. December helped me so much get to a great consistency space and allowed me to realize it's easy to be consistent, because I'm telling you, and I was like, I'm taking a break in January because I need a break. I didn't even want to take a break. Every day I woke up, I want to do a video. Every day I woke up, I want to do a video. It might be one day out of the week that I'd be like, I'm gonna chill. I'm telling you, next day I'm back on it. I'm back on it. Like, that really put that drive into me to be consistent. I'm telling y'all, consistency is key, but you got to change your mindset. That's what this video is all about. It is walking you through the process of how my mindset changed over time about myself and about my life, period. January come, I'm being consistent, I'm being consistent, I'm being consistent. Boom, I get a viral video again. At this point, I'm getting paid. January, I made $1,700 on TikTok by mid-January. And I posted a video talking about how God blessed me. And I don't know what happened. I woke up one morning, I was already feeling uneasy. I checked my email and it said, you have been disqualified from Creative Rewards program. I didn't get upset. I didn't get mad. What I do? I went to my father and I prayed. And at this time, I knew it was a test. I said, God, I know you testing me. I know you trying to see, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I want y'all to realize. Yes, you're going to reach points of success. You're going to hit those milestones. But no matter what place in life you're at, you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested. And the tests are going to get bigger every time. As you can see out through this story, I had different tests that I had to pass. And as you can see, every test I passed leveled me up a little bit. It leveled me up a little bit more. It leveled me up a little bit more. Okay, boom. The creative fund trying to be taken away right when I'm just getting to a point of making real money. Am I going to fold? Am I going to cry and mope in the corner? Or I'm going to take it to my father and let him handle it? Weapons will form against you, but they won't ever prosper. See, that's the thing. God will allow your enemy to set you up and think they got you. And then he will allow you to elevate right in their face. Ooh, I'm telling you, when you really get to believing in God and you really get to changing your mindset and you really ready to change, you gonna notice, okay, boom. When something happen, okay, God, I'm ready. What I gotta do? What I gotta do to get out of this? Okay, I'm staying faithful. It is what it is. I gotta roll with the punches. You get to a level of understanding spiritually, really understanding spiritually about life, you're gonna be in such a great place, y'all. Such a great place. So took away the creator fund, prayed about it, had to do an appeal, right? They checked out my content, sent me an email and was like, we're sorry about the miscommunication. Your creator fund is back. And every video you've made during the period of you not making money, you've been back paid. Look at God. Look at God. Devil can't start nothing around here. The enemy can't start nothing. That's the mindset you need to have. If you're really ready to change your mindset, that's the first thing you need to change. That negativity. The negativity got to go. It got to go. From May of 2024 to February of 2025, my life has changed drastically. And I ain't stepped foot on a job site. But I've been making it. I'm in good health. I'm in good spirits. I ain't depressed. I'm not down bad. My bills paid. Still got a roof over my head. Still got food on my table. And I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. Because I know God ain't brought me this far to leave me. And what I really want y'all to understand from this story is you have to make that change. You have to make that mental change. The mental change is the biggest change of all. Because you can't be consistent. You can't get through trials and tribulations. You can't be in a good headspace if you're not able to change the way you think and the way you look at life. If I'd have kept that same mindset I had in the beginning of May, where I was beating myself up, belittling myself, saying, why you do this? Just beating myself down, where would I be today? Still down bad. Still trying to figure it out. Still lost. But when you really are ready to make that change, you will make that change. And when you also realize you only can change what you can change. And the things you cannot change, you can't focus on. You can't focus. I couldn't continue to focus on why I lost that job. I couldn't continue to, I had to put that in the past because it was in the past. I can't cry over spoiled milk. It's already spoiled. I can't cry over this job. It's already gone. There's nothing I could change about that. It's gone. But what I can change is my future. There's this prayer. It's called the Serenity Prayer. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up on my phone so I can tell you exactly what the Serenity Prayer says. It's called the Serenity Prayer. And I really want y'all to hear this prayer and understand what this prayer is saying. Because this prayer, if you write it down and follow this prayer every day, because it can be hard to make a change. It can be very hard to make a change. But if you really want it, you got to set yourself up to make the change. So you may need a little guidance, like me. I see other people on social media's growth. It inspired me. And it gave me that oomph to want to make a change in my own life. So I hope that I can inspire somebody to want to make that change in their own life. However that change may be. It don't even necessarily have to be social media. It could be anything. But make the change. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So this is the prayer. And it says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace. Taking, as Jesus did, this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. If you want to break that down to really understand what that's saying, it's saying, God, I know I can't change everything, but I can change the things that I know how to change. And I understand that life's going to happen. I'm still going to sin. I'm still a sinner. I'm never going to be perfect. I live in a sinful world, but as long as I keep you first and I take it a day at a time and I slowly make changes, I slowly make goals, I slowly make growth, I'm going to be all right. So I really want y'all to write down that prayer or go to Google, find a prayer, sit it somewhere. Whenever you're feeling that doubt, go read that prayer or come watch this video again. Don't think I don't ever have doubt anymore. I do. I have moments of doubt. I don't have full days of doubt anymore though. I have moments. But I get right back to my God and I get right back on you get what I'm saying? Have your moment. Have your moment. We're human. You're going to have a moment. We're human. We're never going to be perfect. Have that moment. You might got to shed a tear here and there, but wipe them tears away and get back to it. You feel me? It ain't easy, y'all. It ain't easy, but it's worth it. This is for my content creators who don't believe consistency is real and trusting in God is real. In May of 2024, I had 80K on TikTok, 2K on Instagram, 5 to 10K on Facebook. Today, 45K on Instagram, just hit 210K on TikTok, and sitting at 47K on Facebook. The power of consistency and trusting God is real. What did I tell y'all in the beginning of this video? What did God tell me? If you give me consistency, I will give you everything and more that you want and need in life. And He's doing that. He's doing it. He's doing it because I made a change within myself. I am 4 months sober on smoking weed. I didn't think I could stop for a day until I was able to change my mindset on that. Change your mindset, y'all. If you're ready to change your life, you first got to change your mindset. Change the way you think. Pray more. Meditate more. Be more positive. I really hope this touches somebody because I really just wanted to break down my story for y'all and give y'all in depth of my personal experience when it comes to changing your mindset. No, my story is not like nobody else's. No, I'm not the most successful person at this point in my life, but I'm growing each and every day. I'm elevating each and every day, and God is showing me the power of changing the mindset and the power of believing that there's greater for you in this world. When you change your mindset, believe that mindset. It's going to take you a minute to believe it. Hey, what they say, fake it till you make it. Believe it's going to change. I remember when I used to think like, oh, I don't know why God want me to be consistent, but I'm going to be consistent. I would have dreams of 200K followers, dreams of inspiring people. Even though in my mind, I'm like, I don't know how I could be this, but I was like, hey, I'm going to be it. Look at me now. Look at me now. God is amazing. He is so amazing. I don't know what you're going through in life or what you're seeking or what you're looking for. Make small goals. Stop setting the big goals. Set monthly goals for yourself. Like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a race. I set monthly goals for myself now. I don't set goals to be out for a year. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't know where I see myself in 5 years. I just pray to still be alive and breathing. But I know where I see myself today. Live for today. And worry about tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. But I really just wanted to give this to y'all because I know it's somebody out there that is struggling with this, that may feel like they done lost their job and it's the end of the world, when baby, it's just the beginning. It is literally just the beginning. So really take heed. And if you're out there and you don't know God, get to know him. I promise you, you won't regret it. It don't matter the lifestyle. Blue, green, yellow, purple, gay, straight, pansexual, whatever you, trans, it don't matter. Give God some of your time. Block out the outside noise. And I promise you, he will never leave, nor forsake you, nor judge you. He will give you exactly what you need for success. I love y'all. Be easy. And we out of here, man. One love.